In today's technology landscape, which is highly competitive, rapidly changing, companies really have to think about creating meaningful products and services, things that are meaningful to customers. Well, Rena Merchant and her team definitely do that. She is the senior UX leadership at Google, where she and her team drive the creation of meaningful products that are better for business, better for customers, and better for society. Please give her a hand.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rena Merchant, and I'm on the UX leadership team at Google. Today's technology landscape, as we know, is incredibly competitive, fast shifting, and very saturated. And in this competitive landscape, on one hand, we have companies that are looking to constantly differentiate themselves in the market. And on the other hand, we have consumers like us who are looking and seeking out products that deeply align with who they are. Today, I'd like to share with you my perspectives on designing and delivering meaningful products to our customers, and in how, in doing so, we can achieve positive outcomes for business and for customers, and ultimately for society. Throughout my career, I've had the opportunity to work on a variety of different product spaces. I've worked in the consumer product space, in SMB, as well as in enterprise. I've been able to stay deeply engaged in industry, but I've also been deeply passionate about staying engaged in academia. And I've had the opportunity to live and work here in Canada, in Toronto, where I'm originally from, as well as in the US. I live currently in San Francisco, California, working at Google on the YouTube product experience. Today, throughout the presentation, I will share a few stories of my current time at Google and YouTube, but also from previous experiences working at Sony PlayStation as well as Citrix. So, building meaningful products. Before we dive in, I wanted to briefly share what I mean when I say meaning. Meaning is something that is incredibly unique and personal and specific to each of us. It's what gives us a sense of importance and worth. It's what helps us determine how to interpret the world and how to act. Meaning is how we decide what we believe, what we value, and ultimately what we desire. And based on our individual sense of meaning, we determine also the products and the services that we desire. When we make the decision to purchase a product or a service, we are inherently forming a bond between us as the consumer and the product that we are purchasing. And ultimately, this bond feeds back into our deep sense of intimate meaning. Now, as the tech industry has evolved and matured and grown, we have all seen a shift from this idea that our products and our services need to be functional and usable to the fact that they need to be more than that. And they need to be delightful. And this is something that we're all familiar with. We know that our products need to evoke a sense of happiness and joy in our customers. However, as the industry continues to mature and continues to evolve, we're starting to see that maybe there is an opportunity to do more. And maybe we can deliver even deeper value. And maybe just thinking about our products as usable and even delightful is not enough. This is a quote by Steve Jobs. And in this quote, Steve Jobs references his generation. And leading up to the new millennium, he references a shift that he started seeing in his generation. He talks about the fact that there was a shift from wanting to acquire beautiful material things to perhaps seeking out something deeper in life. We are starting to see more and more that people want to enhance their lives nowadays, not just by acquiring beautiful material things that they can show off, but by enhancing their lives in a way that they're able to create memories and experiences. And they want to do this through the products and services that they acquire. People want to feel as if they are part of something bigger than themselves. They want to feel as if their lives have meaning, and they want to feel that the products that they use, that they purchase, are helping them achieve that deep sense of meaning. So this is the UX hierarchy of needs. And if we look at this, we can see that at a fundamental, foundational core level, there continues to be a need for us to deliver products that are functional, that are reliable, and that continue to be usable. This is core, it's key, and we need to keep doing this. But as we start to look beyond this, and we start to look at higher order needs and more opportunities where we can deliver deep value, this is where we start seeing things like delight factor in. And again, that opportunity for us to deliver happiness and joy through our products. And if we look even beyond that, we can see that there is an opportunity for us to deliver meaningful products, and in doing so, form a deep bond with our customers. So if we consider this opportunity to deliver meaning, we can start to consider that perhaps the desire to deliver meaningful products cannot afford to be an afterthought. The desire to deliver meaningful products needs to be part of the core intent of an organization. It needs to be part of a company's mission, its strategy, its employees, its core DNA. So as we think then about devising product strategy and business strategy, how might we do that in a way that considers all of these things that we're talking about? We can do so by looking both at business opportunities, which form the cornerstone of course, product and business strategy, but doing so also in conjunction with human motivations. Looking at business opportunities, as we know, tells us about the viability of our business strategy. And looking at human motivations tells us about the desirability of our product strategy. And when we look at both of these things in a balanced way, and we look at the intersection of both of these things, that's where we start to identify how and where we can make real, deep, meaningful impact, both to the business as well as on the human side. So what I wanted to do today is share with you 3 brief stories of how myself and my teams have had the opportunity to think about shaping product strategy in this way, in considering both business opportunities and human motivations. The first example that I wanted to share with you is from my time working at Citrix on a product called GoToMeeting. GoToMeeting, as some of you may know, is online meeting remote collaboration software. And our user experience team for GoToMeeting was tasked with looking at the end-to-end user experience for GoToMeeting across all platforms. We existed in a very saturated marketplace. It was very competitive with cutthroat price-based competition, and we had to figure out how to differentiate ourselves in this marketplace. Our customers were small to large businesses who really relied on GoToMeeting to run their businesses, and we needed to find a way through our product to empower them to do their best work. So as we thought about how to shape the future product strategy for GoToMeeting, we said, let's maybe step away from what we know the product to be today. And what if we could start to think about how to establish our competitive advantage by thinking about the product as a blank slate? We posed a question to ourselves that focused on the human motivation side of things. We said, really, what is the future of collaboration? And what are the user needs that are underlying this question? So we started from a place of user research to deeply understand our customers and to really get to the crux of this question. We applied the design thinking methodology, which, as many of us know, is really founded on forming a deep understanding of and empathy with our customers. So we started with research, and we went to see our customers, to talk to them in their homes, in their offices, anywhere that they worked, so that we could deeply understand their workflow, and we could deeply understand the meaning that they were seeking in a work context. How did they communicate, and ultimately, how did they collaborate? In trying to establish the product strategy for one product for GoToMeeting, we conducted 50 to 60 user interviews worldwide across the US, the UK, India, and we ended up with more than 120 hours of data, which we were able to synthesize in different ways so that we could really understand what users felt in terms of collaboration. And what we found from this research was that yes, meetings do form a big part of work, and they're so important, and some of these are remote meetings. But really what was underlying all of this was that our customers wanted to do well at work. The deeper meaning that they were seeking was that they wanted to achieve value. They wanted to deliver value. They wanted to feel a sense of worth at work. They wanted to build strong relationships and rapport with other people. And they wanted to create things with others. This was the deeper meaning that GoToMeeting customers were seeking when it came to collaboration. So going back then to our thinking around how to shape a product strategy for GoToMeeting, we again took a step back and said, let's look at both our business opportunities and what we've learned from this research about human motivations in a balanced way. From a business standpoint, we know we need to differentiate ourselves in the marketplace. And now that we've done some research, we more deeply understand what our users need from the standpoint of meaning. And looking at both of these things allowed us to start to shape a product strategy with meaningful impact. The second example that I wanted to share with you is from my time at Sony PlayStation. At Sony PlayStation, our user experience team designed the end-to-end user experience for PlayStation. That included the gaming and the social experience that you see here. It also included the entertainment experience, which includes how users consume TV shows, movies, and music on the PlayStation platform. And it ultimately also included the retail or the store experience. My team was tasked with thinking about product strategy around entertainment. We wanted to think about what the future of entertainment was on PlayStation. And again, we knew that we had a business goal around broadening our entertainment offering, but we wanted to understand human motivations that lay beneath this. So once again, we started from a place of research to understand this. We conducted in-depth user interviews that allowed us to synthesize data into various formats, into user segments, personas, customer journeys. We would conduct cross-functional workshops where UX would come together with product management, with engineering, and start to connect the dots across all our findings so that we could deeply understand what our users were seeking. And what we found in terms of the deeper meaning that PlayStation customers were seeking was that ultimately they wanted us to take them away and help them escape from reality. They were seeking freedom. And it was our job as PlayStation to deliver fun and enjoyment to the lives of our users. They also wanted a way to experience this freedom and this sense of wonder with other people in a shared community. So this also formed a sense of meaning for them. And again, we were able to factor in the findings of this research into shaping our product strategy. So as we thought about our business opportunity, which was around broadening our entertainment offering on PlayStation, we were now able to couple that business goal with this understanding that we had of users. We knew what users wanted on PlayStation, and we were able to understand how they thought about entertainment on PlayStation. And looking at both of these things in a balanced way really helped us form a well-rounded, meaning-based product strategy. The final example that I wanted to share with you is a bit more recent. It's from my current time at Google, working on the YouTube product experience. My team designs the consumer-facing experience for YouTube ads. So all the ads that we as viewers see on the YouTube platform. It's a challenging problem space, but one that has huge opportunity for impact, so it's deeply interesting for us. We recognize that it's really important for us to get the ad experience right on YouTube because it's such a prevalent part of the YouTube viewer's experience. And at the same time, it's really important for business, and ads are what keep YouTube free. So how do we create a great YouTube ad experience? As we think about shaping the product strategy for YouTube ads, we again try to deeply consider and understand our users on YouTube. We have three main types of users on YouTube. On one hand, we have the viewers, so people like me, like you, who come to YouTube to watch great free video content. We have creators on YouTube, so these are the people that create video content for all of us to consume, and they're really looking to create a sense of community around their content, and they do want to monetize their content as well. And then we have advertisers. who are really looking to generate a deep sense of awareness about their products and services with YouTube viewers. Sometimes the needs of these three user groups are at odds with one another. So it's really important for us to strike a healthy, balanced view so that we can maintain the health of the YouTube ecosystem. As we've done research, we've realized that the deeper meaning that users are seeking on the YouTube platform is around creation, community, and freedom. Our advertisers are looking to generate awareness around the products and services that they create. And our creators are looking to really put out there the video content that they're creating. YouTube viewers like us, we go to YouTube to experience a sense of freedom as we consume video content on the platform. And ultimately, everyone wants to experience all of this in a shared way via a sense of community. So how do we factor this in as we think about forming the product strategy for YouTube ads? From a business opportunity standpoint, we know that we want to deliver value to YouTube advertisers. That is a core business goal of ours for YouTube ads. But on the human motivation side, as we've seen, we really need to think about all three user groups, not just advertisers. We need to think about the deep needs and motivations of our advertisers, but also creators as well as viewers. So we really strive to balance all of this and again look at the intersection of all of these things so that we can deliver meaningful impact to the business and all of our user groups. Now, beyond the work that my team does on YouTube ads, I've come across many inspiring stories of how other Google products are able to deliver meaningful value to humans. And I wanted to share one of these stories with you all today. And I think we need sound. Yeah, we're not getting sound on the video. We just need sound for the video. Sound for the video? There's no sound for the video.
Oh, are you guys sorry?
All good, no worries. You know what? We can skip the video. I can tell you what this is about. We're gonna just, yeah, so basically. I am happy to share the link to this video later. It's actually publicly available on YouTube. But basically it talks about Google Translate and how this product has been able to change the lives of people by giving, in this case it talks about Syrian refugees, a way to really adapt and assimilate into their new surroundings. So if you're interested in the video, I'm happy to share offline. But basically, I want to summarize by reinforcing that as we think about product strategy and business strategy, if we can do so in a way that considers, in a balanced way, both business opportunities and human motivations, it really gives us a way to drive meaningful impact for business and for consumers. It starts to let us help businesses focus on the right problems, the right impactful problems. And as we know, business has huge commercial reach worldwide. So not only does this impact the bottom line, but business has huge impact on lifestyle, on culture, on society. So if we can start to help businesses focus on the right human problems and the right business problems, we are now also able to scale positive human impact. Ultimately, if we can help organizations, companies design for meaning and deliver meaningful products, we can in this way start to make positive impact to the business, to consumers, and to society. Thank you very much.